Welcome into our Countdown to First Pitch interview series. Today I'm visiting with Coach Brian Madden, the head softball coach at Southern Nazarene University. Coach, we want to talk a lot about your team and the upcoming season, but we got to first mention Coach Weber, who had such a significant part of the program there at Henderson, and I'm sorry, at Southern Nazarene, and that's probably an understatement. But tell me about Coach Weber. She retired in May, what she meant to the program, to you, and to the team, and to Southern Nazarene.
Yeah, thanks for having me. But yes, she meant a ton. She started the program, or she started here in '04. I was a player still, so I kind of saw the program before her, and then what she's built after. And it's pretty amazing to see what she's built, and I'm so lucky to be a part of it and learn so much from her. I'm excited to carry on the legacy of SNU softball that she left, and but she's doing great. We still talk on the phone and go to lunch, and she's doing great.
So you take over as the head coach. Summer, let's talk about recruiting and what that was like for you, and let's talk about the fall as well, from August to December. What was it like for the Southern Nazarene softball team?
Yeah, it's been good. We had 14 new players. We had 8 freshmen and 6 transfers, so it's kind of bolstered our roster really well, and we filled some needed holes, and I think we're going to be stronger. So in the fall, we saw a lot of good things. We played a really tough schedule. Played a couple of Division Ones and a couple of JUCOs. We grew a lot. Got our butt handed to us a little bit, and also had some really good games. So it's exciting to see what we can do this spring.
Coach, let's talk about pitching. Let's talk about that because it dominates the game so much so in softball. I like to ask coaches what you've got coming back in the circle, who you've added. Let's talk about pitching and tell us what you've got there.
Yeah, we have Chelsea Vandenberg coming back as a returner. This is her 3rd year. She's done very well for us. She's looked really, really good in the fall, so I'm excited about her senior year. We added a senior transfer, Jenny Romero. That's got a lot of good stuff. So I'm excited to see what she can do in the Great American Conference. And then also added Kara Dean, a sophomore transfer from Oklahoma Christian. So a lot of potential with her.
All right. What about offense, Coach Madden? Who's making the big timely hits in that lineup for you? Who are you going to be counting on there?
We got Caitlin Curley coming back for her COVID year. She's been a productive kid in the Great American Conference for 4 years, and she's experienced. She brings a lot of experience and knowledge of what we're going through, so she'll be a big-time leader for us. Sky got another senior. That's going to be she's just a very talented player. A lot of people don't like to face her, so very excited to see her senior year also. Got Natalie Jones coming back after 2 solid years. I'm excited to see what she can do. Haley Fellers is a senior, and she had a great sophomore year. Hopefully she can return to form and have even a better senior year. Sydney Sunby is a sophomore. Had a great freshman year. She had 350 as a freshman, and so she's bringing some more experience and some success to our lineup. And then Sydney Everhart, our leadoff, is back. She broke her hand last year. Really excited to get her back. It was a big knock on us last year when she went out. So we're excited to get her back in the lineup.
Tell us again about the mix of new players, kind of where they're coming from, how many freshmen, you have some transfers coming in. Tell us again about how everybody's been able to kind of fit together and get this year going.
Yeah, I mean, losing Spartan last year is a big loss in the circle. So those 2 transfers with some senior pitching. We also have Maddie Arnold as a senior that's gonna fill some good innings for us too. So I think just a good mixture of some depth in pitching, and then also kind of some of the holes we have to fill at second base, left field, different places. All those transfers are having really good battles. Those freshmen transfers are having really good battles at those spots. So I couldn't tell you our starting lineup right now. It's going to go through some process these first 15 games, and hopefully by the time we play Henderson that first weekend, we'll have figured it out.
Now, Coach, Coaches like structure. They like to know exactly what they're doing, right? So when you don't know your lineup right now, how does that make you feel? Because it really is a good thing. It says you got competition, but how you feeling about that?
I think, it speaks to the depth that we're trying to build in the program. We have a lot of good returners. We have a lot of good kids that are coming in. They're battling every day at practice. We just got through having 3 days of scrimmages, inter squads, and they're all playing hard. They're all trying to impress, trying to improve. So I think it's going to make us better in the long run, and we'll have more people to go to. If we do have injuries or if we do have things that go the other way, we'll have people that can step up and play those spots. So.
Coach, let's talk about your schedule. I interviewed Coach McSweeney. That's going to air a little bit later on. She's hosting the Arkansas Tech tournament, but in Conroe, Texas. Really tough competition there. She certainly alluded to that, and I know you probably feel the same way about it.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome tournament. We're playing 4 top 25 teams in that first 3 days, so it's going to be a really good experience for us to go down there and play the best. So that's why we're going down there, and it's not a favorable schedule, but it's something that's going to make us better, and our kids are really excited to get down there. So.
As I've talked to a lot of coaches, we're still talking about COVID, believe it or not, and kind of thought maybe we were past all that, and yet here we are again. I'm kind of wondering, what's your mentality, your mindset going into this year, knowing that as we look back behind us, we're still COVID's right there.
Yeah, I think COVID's taught us all to kind of make adjustments on the fly, and roll with the punches, and that's what we're doing. We're being careful right now with the surge that's happening, and hopefully it's a peak, and then it goes downhill pretty fast before we get going, and we have a normal season. So that's what we're praying for at this school, and hopefully, I think we're all just kind of used to living with it right now. So.
Yeah. Anything else, Coach? Anybody else you want to mention?
I think we're good. I think we got a lot of good kids. Hannah Sattler is a pitcher that I'm excited about. She can stay healthy. She's going to be a very key asset out of the bullpen. So that's kind of going to be our strategy this year, is to mix it up a lot. We have 6 pitchers. We're going to use them all and see what happens.
All right. Well, Coach Madden, thank you so much for the time, and good luck to Southern Nazarene this year.
Yeah, thanks for having me.